Oh yeah, it's true. And Florida is the same thing too. Huh? Okay.
It's not easy to be a vampire, but with Geico, it's super easy to switch and save hundreds on your car insurance.
So this is our break room. This is also where we used to have our unit meeting. So this is my locker. So on the break room, we have microwave, we have our fridge, the bulletin board, and then we have our restroom. There you go. So now we are here on our supply room. There's two of this supply room in our unit. So these are like the basic supply that we use in our unit. So we have this for drinking water, some bedpan, diaper. They call it brief here. They don't want to use the term diaper. And then we have this socks to prevent patients from sliding or falling, toothbrush, toothpaste, lotion, barrier cream, powder, non-rinse cleanser for incontinent patient, catheter stabilization device or stat lock, dressing for wound supplies, supplies for wound dressing, some RT supplies. We also have this pad that we put on the bedside if ever a patient will fall from the bed, to minimize or lessen the risk of injury. So this is our supply room. So now we are here in our med room. Just a small room. This is where IV fluids and some medicines that needs to be refrigerated. In other facility they use Pixies, I think. We use Akidos, so I can use a finger scan to log in, but I won't do that because patient name would pop out. That's a HIPAA violation. So here's the med room. So we are here on the soiled or dirty room. So that's where we put our infectious waste materials. These are actually the late trays. So if dietary is about to collect those trays and patient are still eating, so that's where we put those trays. These are like the probe cover. These are the bucket that we use for CD or contact precaution patient. Linen. So yeah, I'm here on the dirty room. So now we are in a typical patient room. So this is the bed. For some nurses that are already here in America or those bigger hospital, this bed might not be different from what you're using, but the good thing about this for those that are working in smaller hospital back home, so it has a weighing scale, it has a bed alarm, so if you have a confused patient, you can lock the bed into a certain degree if, for example, you're going to feed a patient or if they have a risk of aspiration. The bedside table, hospital phone, call button, and then here, of course, they always advocate for real-time documentation. So we have a computer, we do our documentation while inside the patient room, or if we have to scan some medicine, we can use our badge to log in, and we are using, it's still logging in, still loading. So we are using Epic as our system, and Epic is the best. So that's the flat screen, whiteboard for patient instruction. Every patient, even if it's just a regular IV fluid, we're using infusion pump. Before back home, I work in a small hospital, so we only use infusion pump during blood transfusion or other critical medications. We have built-in O2 wall, suction, and all. And then here is the bathroom. There's a commode, shower, toilet. And then each room should have a folding bed for visitor. So this is the view from outside. That is where the AirMed lands, but we don't have those helicopter. That's children's and women's clinic. So children's and women's giving birth or any gynecological problem, they're separated from the main hospital. That's the clinic. That's the oncology clinic. And that's it. Basically, this is how a typical patient room in our med-surg unit looks like.